The 22-year-old Western Australian, his first season with the Perth Heat. He's facing the 6, 7, and 8 spots in the order. Ji-Yul Lim takes the first for a ball outside. And the 1-0 fastball that jammed him. One hop to Robbie Glendenning, who we saw just retire Lim. Jess Williams, I know he's had his struggles this weekend at third base. Alex Hall, the man on the left of your screen. They've got a lot of really, really young talent, but Neunborn is one of the young arms that they're really excited about. Josh Rollinson, another one of those. This one spoiled away, foul behind home plate. They're a factory. The way that they're able to continue to churn out talent, even Josh Hendrickson, left-hander who has shown signs of brilliance this year. No longer on the roster after getting a couple of starts early in the season, but this is a Perth team that had a couple of down years 3 and 4 seasons ago where they were not in the ABL finals. It's not a place that they were used to being. Some of the older players had moved on. Luke Hughes, Alan D. San Miguel moved to Melbourne, but they have reloaded with young talent. And as we talked about last night, the relationship with the Tampa Bay Rays has been a fruitful one.
A lot of doubles this season. Right now, score 7-2 at the moment, but, you know, for him to have one out and get a double with Mr. Park up to hit, I'm pretty sure he should be due for a hit here. And if he can, Geelong Korea might be able to climb back into this baseball game.
He's done yeoman's work behind the plate tonight, Jae-Wook Park. Rewarded with an RBI chance here. Still looking for his first base hit of the series. Oh, 2 he laid off. Struck out a pair of times and flied out to left last night. He has popped out on both occasions that he's come to the plate tonight, Jae-Wook Park. He'd be exhausted with all the work that he's done behind home plate. 1-2, thought about offering. Was able to hold up his swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Fastball that's outside again, 150 Ks an hour for Mitch Neunborn. 93, 94 miles an hour with the right hand of the 22-year-old. He's got some oomph, doesn't he?
Yeah, he definitely has some zip on it.
3-2, fastball again, Min-Soo Kim. H swings through a fastball and finds himself in a hole, 0-1. Plenty of life on the fastball from the right side for Neunborn. Stark contrast to what these GK hitters saw with both Tom Bailey and Nick Veal. 147 again. He tried to dot the outer edge, but just missed. The ball on the strike. Sensing that a few pitches from Nick Veal were starting to get hard hit, Brooke Knight said, you know what, let's inject a bit of velocity. That's what he's done with Neunborn here in this 6th inning. Another fastball that's swung on and missed, 1-2. Update at Melbourne Ballpark. The Aces leading 5-1 now. Luke Hughes, who announced his retirement following the season yesterday, has homered in the ball games. The 1-2 is popped up. Should be the inning. He'll come out for another inning of work. Allowed the double, but pitched around it in the 6th inning. He'll face the top of the order, Joo-Hyung Kim, hitting for the 4th time tonight. You see the couple of strikeouts. Walked and came around to score on the RBI from Chung Ki Hong. The lone RBI in the series for Geelong Korea. Their 2nd run tonight was unearned. Came on an error. The 2nd of the series committed by Jess Williams. 0-1, missing low for a ball, count even. I'll give you some score updates from around the ABL this last half of the 7th. Things continuing to stay very interesting, I think, and if scores hold as they are now in the Southwest Division, we could have 3 teams all separated by a single game in the Southwest following tonight. 1-2 is spoiled foul behind home plate. We'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. And that is because Charles Thompson, the Melbourne Aces leading the Adelaide Giants 5-1. Giants came in with a semi-comfortable lead coming into this penultimate round of the season. They were up 3 games on both Perth and Melbourne. Lost last night and find themselves trailing at 5-1 tonight. That means the Perth Heat get a win. That score sticks. The Heat, the Giants, and the Aces would all be separated by a single game with 6 games left to play.
With that all happening, with all scores sticking, I'll tell you what, it is never over until it's over.
Oof.
And right now, as long as Perth keeps winning baseball games, Melbourne keeps winning baseball games, Adelaide for some reason keeps on dropping baseball games.
Capital. It's all happening across the country tonight. That'll continue throughout the weekend. Stay tuned to the abl.com.au, baseball.com.au. Plenty of baseball to consume this weekend and next. A diving attempt by Johnson, but he can't get to it. That'll be a base hit for Kang. It's his first of the night. He did of any team in the ABL in the 8th and 9th innings of ball games this year. That's that coming to us courtesy of the fellows at Talking Baseball Australia, Dan Vaughn and Paul Morgan. Paul Morgan will be on the call tomorrow night from Geelong Baseball Center. I believe we'll get to hear both Paul and Dan on Sunday afternoon. It'll be good to hear Dan Vaughn's voice again. He'll be back in Australia for the season finale series out west next week. And invariably, you would think for the ABL playoffs as well. 1-1 spoiled away foul off toward the left side, a ball and 2 strikes. The other ball game in the Northeast Division, Brisbane and Sydney. That one's been a bit topsy-turvy as well. Sydney leading at 4-3 as they play in the last of the 5th in Brisbane. This one gets away from Alex Hall. Will allow Kang to scamper down to second base, put himself in scoring position.
All right, can Geelong Korea come through here with a base hit? Runner in scoring position, prime time for them to just shorten up, put the ball in play, and see if they can find some grass.
Just 1 for 6 so far tonight in this spot. Runners in scoring position. 1 for 8 in the series. 2-2 taken high and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jaewon Lee, who just missed his 4th home run of the season a couple of innings ago, waits on deck. 3-2. Jammed him a bit. Pops it up into right center. Shallow right. Here is Jaewon Lee. Swings through the first that he sees. You'll remember 2 innings ago, he hit that fly ball into straightaway center field that sent Tim Kennelly all the way back to the fence to make the catch. Does he have a bit more pop? I think in 1 missing inside, a ball and a strike. Arguably has the most power of any hitter on this Geelong Korea team. It's no coincidence that he's hitting in the 4 spot for Graham Lloyd.
Well, look at him. He's a giant. How tall is he? About 6'1"? Well, about 6'3", 6'4". He's a big boy.
1-1 spoiled away foul. It's a team collectively that only has 22 team home runs. Playing at this ballpark, if the wind's blowing out to left, you certainly have the opportunity to hit home runs, but there are nights when the wind's blowing in that's nearly impossible to hit anything out. 1-2.